Hello, this is Brian again. So, just came back to the trail junction. Took a decent water break. So, just took a nice snack break back at the junction of trails. So now I'm on the Mount Lowe Trail. I think it's the Mount Lowe East Trail, I think it is. Had a hiker taking a break at the junction. Yeah, I got sunscreen on today. Finally remember to put the sunscreen on. So met this hiker. He's hiking all the way up to Mount Lowe from Altadena. I was telling you there was a much longer, much more arduous way to get up there. So he was hiking up this fire road, probably all the way down from Altadena, or all the way up from Altadena. So kudos to the guy getting out and really stretching his legs. So about a mile to Mount Lowe. Deciding whether I'm going to still include Mount Markham. Don't know if I'm going to want to carry this heavy backpack with me. Might have to put a water bottle in my one of my pants pockets. Rearrange some stuff so that I don't end up losing my water bottle. Probably just take one unused water bottle up to Mount Markham, because there's gonna be some scrambling along that ridge. I don't know if you remember in a little clip earlier, I had mentioned this little unofficial peak called Desolation Pinnacle. Well, that's the one I was talking about right there. So let me get this up here. But yeah, that's the unofficial name of that one right there. It's Desolation Pinnacle. Mount Disappointment. Of course, St. Gabriel Peak. But yeah, that little pointy summit right there. I think it was it Keith Winston, one of the major players on Peak Bagger, or somebody he knows, called it that. Because the letter D goes with deception, disappointment. It's supposed to be a nifty little scramble to get up there, too. From what I've heard, it's class 2. Kind of looks like it'd be a little more than that, but that's what I remember reading. There's a class 2 way to get up there, but you have to go down a gully on the side of Mount Disappointment and then hook up and scramble up the side of the hill. Tempted to do that one day, but you have to drop a little ways in the gully before you start climbing up Desolation Pinnacle. Make a pretty neat little adventure next time I'm in the Mount Disappointment area. Meaning, yes, next time in the Mount Disappointment area, because I'm not going back that way. Some nice views. I don't remember if this is Bear or Eaton Canyon. I think this is Eaton Canyon. There's a Bear Canyon in this area, And there's, of course, an Eaton Canyon. One thing you'll like about this trail here is it's very, very mellow. Remember, this stretch is very mellow. We're not that far above the road. It's only a few hundred feet of elevation gain to get to Mount Lowe, and about 150 more to get up to Mount Markham in addition. So it looks like we got small leaf cream bush here. Holodiscus discolor variety microphyllus, I think is what that is. I think it's probably a small leaf version. I'm used to seeing those higher up in elevation, but they are a little above 5K, maybe about 53-ish, 5,300-ish, I believe. Here's a species of alum root. The genus, I'm not even sure how you really pronounce it. Heuchera, Heuchera maybe. It's a type of alum root. I know there are some cultivated species of these that get huge, have big leaves, but most of our native ones here have really small leaves, and they send up these little, pretty little, tiny little flowers in the springtime in these clusters. And they're in the Saxifragaceae, the saxifrage family. I'm not sure what species this is, to be honest with you. I know there are at least a couple species here in the San Gabriels. At least 2, I think. But it looks like these alum roots form a woody base. They're usually just kind of sprawled out where the rocks are, especially on the shady sides of the rocks. It looked like there was a stem that came loose or something. It looks like it's kind of woody-ish. So yeah, this trail is pretty mellow. Actually, we're at a very slight downhill grade right now. Very slight. We're going to get to the Markham Lowe Saddle, and then it'll steepen up a bit. Nothing insane. To get to Mount Lowe. Now Markham is going to be more of a use trail / fire break, which will be very steep and at least class 2. I remember using my hands for balance. So we're basically rounding the flanks of Mount Markham right now, actually. Well, unless something pops up that I think needs to be filmed, I'm just going to keep rounding the sides, and I'll basically see you at the saddle for my next plan of action.